name is Lindsey Taylor Mitchell, and welcome to Orange Coast Cooking, where we find all the best local cuisine here in Orange County. Even though we've talked about food trucks on the show before, today we're going to talk about a food truck with a mission. I'm here today with Bill Bracken, founder of Brackens Kitchen, a nonprofit organization that provides meals to low-income families. How are you today, Bill?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. So, what is Brackens Kitchen and how did it start?
Well, you just mentioned food trucks. It's a food truck, but not like any you've talked about before. But Brackens Kitchen is a nonprofit hunger relief organization, a 501c3 recognized here in Orange County with a mission of bringing healthy and nutritious food to those who need it most. We're founded on and built on our trio of services, which is our food truck feeding program, our recovered food program, and our culinary training program. And they all kind of speak for themselves. The food truck feeding program is where we use our truck and our kitchen on wheels and go out and feed people who need it most. Recovered food program is where we process food that's been recovered from restaurants, grocery stores, etc., and turn it into healthy, nutritious meals and send it out. And our culinary training program is our last of our trio of services that we're about ready to launch, where we want to start training foster kids.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, what inspired you to start this organization?
You know, I think my inspiration dates back to my childhood. I've been in the kitchen a long time, and knowing my family history and what they've done, and raised in this concept or this culture of giving back, I really realized how that's been part of who I am for years. But it all came to fruition in 2009 and 10 when we lived through this terrible economy here and the housing crash of Orange County, and I worked for one of the biggest landowners and developers, and I watched a lot of really good people lose their jobs, and at a time when there was no job, so to get a job is just impossible, and these are people who had families, wives, kids, husbands, mortgages to pay off and everything, and watch them just struggle to put a meal on the table really moved me, and I knew that I needed to do something. But then 2011, I too lost my job, and unlike everybody else, I didn't struggle financially as much. I've been blessed to be in a better spot, and I knew then I was being called to feed, and we spent a little bit of time figuring out what that would look like and developed a business plan, and Brackens Kitchen was born.
And how did you get the support to start?
Well, financial support, I mean, all sorts of support. I had all sorts of just support from friends, everybody, and talking to a lot of people who, that give me good advice on what I should and shouldn't do. But the financial support, like anybody who starts a business, even though we're a nonprofit, it's our own blood, sweat, and tears, and our own initial money from our own account to start it, and all the things needed financially to get us up and running legally and to get us recognized by the IRS as a nonprofit. And after that, once we were recognized, we could start do some active fundraising and seeking out support from others. And our really big break came from the Allergan Foundation, and Allergan is right here in Orange County, Newport Beach to be exact, and they gave us our big first grant of $10,000, and that really got us moving, and we've just been rolling on ever since.
Good. Well, can you show us an example of a meal that Brackens Kitchen serves to families?
Absolutely. We got one right over here by Betsy we can go look at.
Okay, perfect. So what have you prepared here?
What I prepared or why I prepared it, we got a whole bunch of pork loin. I'm sorry, geez, that is pork loin. We got a whole bunch of lo mein donated this week and kind of helped direct what we're going to do this week. So we got a roasted pork loin with a vegetable lo mein that is on our menu for the week. So this is what we've been cooking all week long and sending out and going out with Betsy and feeding with it. And this is kind of representative of the main course of the hot entree, but we serve a complete meal. So along with this, there would be a salad on Tuesday night. Last night we was out with Betsy, and we served an Asian salad, since we kind of have this Asian theme going this week, and the chopped vegetable salad with an Asian vinaigrette. We served some fresh fruit with it. We had some macaroons that were donated for dessert as well, and of course beverages. So we really aim to bring a complete, healthy, nutritious meal, not just a box or a plate or something when we go out.
Okay. And so I know these lo mein noodles were donated, but how much does it usually cost approximately to prepare a meal like this?
Well, our average food cost year to date, and I chuckle when I say that because I was pretty proud of our $2 cost when we started about 2.5 years ago, because that was a benchmark that I set based on my years of feeding employees in the hotel world. So I felt pretty good when we was right around $2 per meal, but this cost us average 30 cents year to date. So we've come a long ways for them $2, and we've really been able to accomplish that because there's a lot of really good people in the world that want to help, and Newport Meat Company, who donates most of our meat, Deli Specialty Produce Company, just good companies that are able to donate, and when we do have to buy something, sell it to us at a really low price so that we can manage our costs and bring a 30-cent meal. So $1 feeds 3 people at Brackens Kitchen.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thanks.
So, Bill, how can our viewers get involved?
You know, we run a business. It's a nonprofit business, but like anybody who runs a business, our needs and challenges are vast. So there's all sorts of things people can do if they like to design websites and want to get involved. Social media, coming out and volunteering, cooking these meals in the kitchen, going out with Betsy and helping actually feed people. There's lots of ways. We need all sorts of help and support like any nonprofit. But to get connected, the best thing would be to go on our website, brackenskitchen.com. Okay. There's a whole volunteer section. They can look at it, shoot us an email or fill out the contact form, and we'll get them plugged in.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Bill.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and join us next week when we have Gordon Ramsay on Orange Coast Cooking.